see Orr?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, he does.
So
Orr, you remember Orr? So Orr wants to make a movie about you. Is that okay? Yes or no? Hey, is that okay? Yeah? You want to hear the movie? You want to see a movie about you?
it's gonna
He
be.
seems interested, so that got his attention, and he was looking at you.
When I was a kid, we lived in LA for a few years. That's where I met Jerry. Now that I'm a film student, I'm coming back with my camera to meet Jerry and his stepson, Jack, who has a degenerative disease. I must say that I had no idea what I was getting into.
I don't know if it's over here or over there today. Yeah, this is just a normal high school.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, dude. Look who came from Israel to see you. Oh. You didn't expect to see Orr, did you?
Hey, Jack.
Ready? You're trying to figure out what Orr's doing, aren't you? See, he keeps watching you. Keeps looking where you're at, going, what are you doing? Let's show him how we do this. Ow. Ow, what hurts? What hurts? Your leg? 1, 2, 3, up. Does your leg hurt? Ooh, you stink. I'm gonna have to change you too. See you. That's what she said, but he was more aware.
He was better today.
I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna after his therapies, he's doing well enough. I'm gonna bring him out to practice. It's
Okay,
cool.
good.
It's cool enough today.
Yeah, today he was very alert, and she had him out in the quad a little bit rather than in the classroom.
So he's looking
It was
around.
Good. Yeah.
Good, good. So everybody here knows Jack and I. So when we see him, they all tell me how he's doing all the time. It's kind of cool. The boys are waiting for you. Up. Yeah, or still here. He's looking right at you. Put your jersey on. Put your practice jersey on. You gotta be styling out on the sideline. What are the girls gonna see? Right? You gotta look good. You gotta look like you belong. Come on, there's your
Hey.
What's up, Jack? Whoa, Jack's here! Jack's back! How you doing, buddy? Jack's got his own cameraman today. Jack's got his own cameraman. Alright, love to see you, Jack. Make us proud, buddy. Make us proud. Jack coming through. Heads up. Heads up. Right here. Seeing lots of boys. Teammates do the drills. Fix the bags they screwed up. Right back there, big dog. Okay.
Well, I entered Jack's life when he was 3 years old. Kim had heard about me and my program. We went from there, and I started working with Jack 2 times a week. I just looked at him, and I was just struck with his
way he looked at me, he had these beautiful blue eyes and this defiance, and even at 3 years old, he was never scared of me or my size. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I wanna do.
Don't!
Okay.
I not!
You're doing it.
I cannot!
Good job.
I don't!
Keep going.
Stop it!
Kim and I became very close friends. Later on, Kim's marriage with their father had failed. And then we just started to date and we became, you know, lovers, and then we got married.
You want help? No, wish. One. Get out of here!
Jack, can I do it?
No, never! Later! Blow the candles out.
I'm the primary caregiver because Kim and I made a financial decision and that I would take care of Jack. You're up early for you. There you go.
Handsome boy. Dude, you gotta lean your head forward so she can get that patch.
Has he asked for his bacon?
No, but he's not talking nearly as much as he was
Uh-huh.
after, right when we came back this summer.
Oh.
But he definitely eats the bacon like there's no tomorrow. What's that?
That is a really big brownie.
Yeah, he likes it. This is our tradition that we've been doing for 7 years, maybe.
So you remember when you pick him up into your truck and he says ow every time, and then you ask him what hurts your leg? So what?
He always says his leg, even though nobody's touching his leg. He just says ow because he wants people to leave him alone.
So why did you say what hurts your leg? Because
It's a tease. I'm teasing him.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like to be touched or picked up or anything. So he always, if he says ow, he thinks saying ow will make people leave him alone. Is that good? Stop. All done. Now we can just hang out, dude. Come on. So, hey, how come you called me?
You do that to people.
I know. Did you call me? Did you call me on the telephone last week? Did you steal your mom's phone and call me? Yes.
Why did you call?
Why?
Sia?
No, you called me. You remember? Hi, Matt. Okay. I'm glad you're not sick. You came early, huh? You remember Orr? Orr was a little boy when you were a little boy. Do you remember? Orr, not Aura, Orr.
Aura.
No, Orr. There you go, Orr.
When Jerry was my coach, one day I got mad at him and I tried to run away. Then he chased me until I tripped. I was shocked, and I hated him for that.
You were mostly nonverbal and aggressive. You had a lot of behaviors when you were younger. You were angry a lot. Do you remember?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, that's okay. You know, and then you learned, you came into the gym, and you're one of the people that I admire. I admire you tremendously, so I like to brag about you and everything you've overcome. You're in college, you know, not everybody has the success that you've had, given the fact that you had the autism that you had. You're an admirable guy. You should know that. We could do a documentary on you and what you've done in your life.
It looks like it weighs as much as a small car.
Huh? No, it's not that heavy. Really?
I bet I could ride it with no experience.
Huh? Well, if you ride scooters and stuff, this one would probably be too big for you to start, but...
It's like a dragonfly stuck in there.
Yeah, probably. Probably a lot of stuff stuck in it. I haven't cleaned it.
Do you remember, like, that I tried running away and you tripped me?
I did. And you didn't get to run very far, did you?
No, I thought I would get far, but I didn't.
And now here's the question. Because it was a safe environment. You didn't get hurt, but what did you learn?
Not to disobey you.
Not to run away. But what if you take off running? If you're a young autistic kid who doesn't have control yet, like now obviously you have control of your emotions and your responses. But a lot of these younger guys don't. And if they get away from their parents' hand, their parents not holding their hand anymore, and they take off running, all of a sudden they run right out in front of a car, what happens? You never took off running anymore. So you learned the lesson really fast, right? So that's why it was a valuable moment.
Go get him.
Oh, ouch, now. Good job. Good job. Spin your legs around now.
Wait, I have to catch it and make it through the hole.
Damn. You're lucky you got to be in the pool. I'm here in the sun all day, huh? Even my camera's overheating. I got a bunch of work.
But we didn't really try this way, but they look not comfortable.
We're just gonna make sure you're not falling off the bed.
Yes.
Hey guys. Is this too bright for you? Let me.
Officer. Wait.
I didn't expect you guys to have a fire, so that's.
Put your camera equipment away. You're good.
You really want me to put it away?
Yeah, put it away. Put it away. And I want you to enjoy the rest of the night.
I enjoy doing this.
Well, let me tell you that you're not getting anything about Jack right now.
All right. I put it.
So I want you to
I'll put it away.
put it away and enjoy the rest of the night.
Okay.
For you. Cool. Hi, Aiden. Come here. I want you to meet Orr. You remember Orr? How are you today? How's your foot feel? Foot feel better? This is Orr. You can say hi with your hands to Orr. He knows that you don't have verbal language. And Aiden just turned 16, Orr, so he's a little bit younger than you.
Right.
And remember I was telling you about the letterboarding that he can speak with the computer?
Yeah.
So that's how he speaks, and he speaks with his mom, April.
How long has he been with you?
Several years now. Watch where you're walking. I served 13 years in the Marine Corps. Got out of the Marine Corps and went to work for the government, and I retired from the government in 2002. The stuff I did I can't really talk about because it's classified. So it's all secret stuff. But I traveled all over the world. I honestly have often thought about it since I learned about autism and what autism is, because I actually do have several qualities that are very similar to an autistic person. I too think in pictures, so verbal language is difficult for me. I pick up on body language. I read body language better than I hear words. So that's also very similar to an autistic person. And don't assume that a person doesn't have a certain level of intelligence simply because they can't communicate in a manner that you communicate. Go. 1, 2, 3. These are a lot better. 4. Very good. 5. Nice. You're on film. Come on. The Marine Corps helped me because the Marine Corps taught me to recognize cues in the environment so that they can stay safe when we go into combat. 5. And I use that skill set that I learned in my everyday life all the time, but I definitely use it in my work with kids. 20. Oh, Dalton's early. Let Dalton join us. Come on, Dalton. Dalton, come join me. Come on, come on. You go on this side, you go on this side. How about that? Dalton, stand. He's gonna sit and wait for you. Yeah. You're okay. Hey, did that help you? Yeah. Children, kids, no matter how old the kid is, they learn from other kids. You know?
Are you sure they're not learning from you?
No, the coach is just that. The coach guides and teaches. But if that kid can do it, and that kid's just like me, and that kid's the same size as me, and that kid, you know, is autistic like me, and if he can do it, then why can't I do it? And it makes my job of being able to guide and coach and teach a lot easier, because all of these guys that come out here, they want to be here. Nobody's forcing them to be here. 4, 5, good. All right, Dalton, your turn. Yeah. Kids like Jack and you, when you were younger, just want to be kids. It's not your fault that you're different, you know? And then it doesn't mean that because you have a disease or because you have autism or something like that, that you deserve to be treated in a way other than a way that helps your disease. They, you know? Hey, you're teaching Dalton today. Are you guys going out on the field? Sir. Let's go. Let's go! You want to push him or do you want me to push? I'm going to push him. Well, yours, man. He's your player, not mine. Go for it, or follow him. That's better win. Yo, Jack. You, brother. All right, you guys got him?
Thank you for your service.
It's great what you guys are doing.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Dude, the Army guys are going to jump in. I swear to God, it's a true story. Absolutely true story. They're going to jump in on parachutes. You don't believe me, do you? You think it's full of crap?
Jack, you ready for the game?
Good. Pop it up. Come here, big boy. I got you. Ready? Oh. I got you. He was having a tough
With
time.
what?
Coughing. He was coughing at the beginning. I had to use the rag on him.
Yeah, in the beginning he was
And then
coming.
and then I got it to stop. But he started coughing again here towards the end. I think he's really tired.
Yeah, but during the mid game he did pretty well with the cough.
Gator sore in his mouth. Oh, scared the shit.
That's why we're leaving also fireworks.
Oh.
Yeah, not for me. Thank you very much. Hate that. And I knew they were coming. Told Jack. You don't like the fireworks. Jack doesn't like fireworks.
My mom thought it would be nice to give Jerry some souvenirs of the Israeli army.
Israeli army. Very cool. Okay. Gotta put that one on.
He thought you'd like it.
All right, now let's open Jack so that I know which one is which. Jack will probably steal my hat. Oh, yeah, that'll fit him. That'll fit Jack.
That is cool. I didn't see them yet.
You didn't see him yet?
No.
Well, now we'll wait till the girls have to open theirs later. It fits pretty good too. Jack's gonna steal it though. He steals all of my hats.
All right, Jack, I hope you're doing better.
Oh, Angela. I'm gonna put you in bed. Would you let Ryan know that he's not gonna have practice today? Change of plans. I'm gonna change him and he's gonna go to bed. All right.
Okay.
I'll take him home and give him Tylenol and put him to bed.
Did someone call you or no?
No. I just picked him up at school.
Okay.
So he's... Is that better? Yeah. All right. Get a little more. Come here. Come here. Come on. He is soaked. This didn't work at all today. I'm gonna put the BiPAP on you. Sounds better. Swallow that, please.
Chewbacca. You like Chewbacca? Yeah. Yeah? That's the most you've talked in a while.
I'll tell
Doctor?
you a couple of ways the trach helps. It gives him a safe-ish airway, meaning it bypasses the upper airway obstruction that occurs when he's sick.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't have to scramble and intubate him and things like that because he already has the airway there. It helps with secretion management, meaning he wouldn't gurgle like this, for instance, because the airway would be below that. His enjoyment of life, that's a relative question to each patient. Sometimes patients love it because they struggle to breathe so much before it, especially if they have I had a cerebral palsy patient who had so many oral secretions that she was really gagging on and struggling with. And I actually fought the trach, and we finally did it. And she's loving life now because she's not choking on those secretions. She's doing well, she's thriving, she's growing, and she's quite happy.
So, you know, I really would rather have him live 10 happy days than be miserable for 20.
If you decide to proceed with surgery, that's the easiest way. Just give her a call.
Thank you
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Good to see you.
Hey,
Again.
see? No shots.
Yeah, she just stuck it on a lollipop.
I don't even have shots here.
Okay, we'll talk at home.
Dude, you rocked it, man.
You did good. You guys wait right here and I'm gonna go to the restroom. Right over here.
Do you mind hanging with her?
Yeah, I'd
You
stay
okay?
here. Yeah, I'd stay here. So, Jack, how are you feeling lately? You enjoying life with everything that's going on, huh? What I'm doing could be your legacy, man. Think about it.
Even though he could die during the procedure, the benefit that the doctor was saying is that all of these other things that I've been having to do to help him breathe would go away. That I wouldn't need to do those anymore. So he might be able to breathe better. He might not feel like he's drowning all the time. You know, we just have to try to understand, is that worth the risk of doing the operation? And what would Jack want? And I don't know, I kind of think that right now, I think Jack just wants to be better. So if this gives him an opportunity to be better, then I think he would want to do it. And that's the message you got to deliver. I don't know that Jack is suffering. For Jack, I think Jack just is Jack. He just exists. Jack is this bigger than life personality, and he doesn't have any of the bad traits of human behavior. So I don't think that he's suffering in the sense that we attribute that meaning to the word suffering.
It was decided that Jack will have his surgery. I flew back to Israel and followed the updates on his condition.
Oh, beautiful boy.
Hey, no gurgling, that's good. I hope you feel better after the trach. That's what I'm trying to say. So he doesn't feel better after the trach.
No, he's worse.
So,
It's 100 times worse.
so was it a mistake or?
We had to try something, but it didn't work.
Oh, that really sucks.
You gotta swallow. Don't breathe in the cookie, okay? You gotta swallow it. That's why I was worried about giving it to you. I don't think I'm giving you any more.
No.
I'm not gonna give you any more. Now he's mad right now because of the brownie.
Because you gave it to him?
Because I took it away.
Oh.
His face. That's his I'm angry face. I tried. I gave you some bites. I gave you some bites. You just couldn't handle it. You aspirate. You didn't do well with it. And I'm sorry. It happens. So you were asking, things are way worse. So maybe it would have worked, maybe it works for other people, but it didn't work for Jack.
And now there's no going back.
Now there's no going back.
Wow.
So now, before he breathed on his own, he just struggled up here. Now he doesn't breathe unless he's hooked up to these machines. If I take away the machines, he stops breathing and he'll die.
But is there still a mucus and gurgling?
And suctioning is 100 times worse because now I not only do I have to suction his mouth, now I have to constantly suction his throat, his lungs. So everything is worse. Our lives are worse. I don't sleep. I wake up every hour at night. I don't sleep longer than an hour at night. I have to come down to his room every night, every hour.
Wow.
This is the later stages of his disease. He could live like this for years, or he could die. And we don't know.
I know it's missing.
And he's asleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just falls asleep. This is it. Except for the excitement. It'll be like that. Nurse Nicole will monitor him all day. She'll feed him his snacks through his G-tube. And then she'll be here if he starts coughing or doing anything, so it allows me to go out and do errands and stuff like that. And there you go, he's all set up, plugged in. So this is what I do when I move him. See this? Once you get him leaned back, because this locks the handle, but you can also use this to hold the cords up off the wheels.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Jerry seems uptight. It's the first time they bring a nurse to look after Jack.
A little over 4 years ago, Jack's biological father was emotionally abusing Jack about Jack's bar mitzvah and was being difficult with Kimberly regarding a date change for his visitation. And he was telling Jack that Jack was not going to have his bar mitzvah on that day, that instead Jack was going to spend that day with him to celebrate his birthday. And so he was emotionally abusing Jack about that, and emotionally abusing Kimberly, as well as doing some things with Nicole. And I finally, before we decided to spend more money to go to court with this guy again, because we had already spent several $100,000 trying to use the legal system to protect Jack and Nicole from him, I went to try to have a conversation with him, and the conversation didn't go well. It escalated, and he made a sudden move when he was very close to me, and he was yelling in my face, and he made a sudden move with his right hand, and when he made that move with his right hand, I reacted with my Marine Corps training, and I neutralized him. So now I have to go to jail and serve a sentence for punching him. Okay, the problem is that it takes me away from Jack. So before I go to jail January 27th. Before I go to jail, I have to get everything set. I have to get nurses hired, and once everything is set, I can go to jail, and then I'll serve my sentence, and this whole thing will be all over with. But now he Jack's biological father will never see Jack alive again. So he traded his relationship with Jack in order to put me in prison.
Hold me till I fall asleep.
Jerry was sent to jail for several months. After he was released, he was able to spend some time with Jack, up until we got the news that Jack had passed away. Hi everybody, thought I should take a moment and let you all know that this will be my last update. The angel Michael came to my parents and informed them that I have no orders, that I was needed back in heaven.
No need trying to stop these tears. Just
How do I stand here and give a eulogy for a boy who loved life so much and lived it to the fullest? In my mind, I hear myself saying, I can't believe he's gone. And then, immediately, in that signature sing-song loud voice of his, I hear, no, I'm not. And you know what? He was always right. And I was always just fooling myself, because he was bigger. His spirit dwarfed mine, and he was stronger. The strength of his soul completely eclipsed mine. That's Jack. He doesn't like anything on him. And now that angelic soul is free of the human pain he endured so that he could share his light and the true nature of God with all of us. December of last year is when Kim and I finally recognized that Jack was not getting better and that Jack was in a lot of pain and that Jack was suffering significantly more. Some things are hard.
Most people wouldn't be willing to even bring it back up.
I think about it every day, so it's okay. I just don't talk about it, but it's always in my mind. I always think about it. Did you know that I was the one that took the respirator off?
No, but I've assumed that it would be you.
The decision was made that we didn't want Jack, if Jack chose to not start breathing on his own, which he did, I didn't want that decision to be made by a doctor or a nurse. So I didn't want them to be the ones to be the one that take that off of him. It needed to be me taking it off of him and telling him that he now was an adult and could make his own decisions, and that if he chose not to breathe, that me and Mommy would understand. And he chose not to breathe. And he was peaceful, and he didn't suffer. It hurts us to lose him, but what we did was for the right reason, because it was for his. We had to think of what he wanted and not what we wanted. Yo, dude. What you doing? How are you? Or came to visit you today. Here's your stone. What else? Or got here the other day. He's been filming, and I told him about the day of your passing, and it affected him. I don't think. Oh, your sister graduated. I told you that. She was graduating with honors. She graduated, and that was fun, and that was kind of cool. It was like a drive-in movie theater graduation. So, and then I made mommy cry this morning because I told her about some things about you that other people were saying with respect to these rides, because we're doing 6 rides. All the weasels all over the country are doing rides for you. So that would be pretty cool.
Is it somewhat disappointing that his grave doesn't have your last name?
No. No. When we get the headstone is going to say Jack the Beast Bennett on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so here it just says Jack Fry because that's his legal name. I wasn't able to adopt him before he passed away. But no, it's not disappointing. His real father has never even been here, so I'm Jack's dad. I don't care what his name is. Being his dad isn't part of the name. Mommy just said, hi, baby boy.
If you knew that Jack was gonna be how he was with his disease, before he was born, would you like
Have aborted him?
Yeah.
I would never have made that recommendation to Kimmy. There's not a thing that I would change. I just wish that he didn't have to go through what he had to go through, and I just wish he didn't leave as soon as he did. But Jack was who he was because of his disease. So we would have not known Jack had we done that. At the time when I met Jack, I was in a pretty dark place in my life. I didn't really like I didn't like people. I didn't particularly like myself. I lost my faith in God. I was doing engaging in a lot of dangerous behavior that was putting me at risk, but I just didn't care. Then Jack changed all that. Jack turned me around. Jack put me back on a path where I have really great friendships. Obviously, now I have some tremendous friendships with people all over the country that I would have never had without Jack. Without Jack, none of that happens. And I have my faith in God back. Honey, the question was, if we had known before Jack was born that he would be born with Hunter syndrome and have to go through what he went through, would we have made the decision to abort?
Nope.
So the answer is no.
I wouldn't have done anything differently had I known. I don't know if I can even say exactly why. I don't know.
For me, I just think that Jack, part of who Jack was because of Hunter syndrome. Hunter syndrome is the reason Jack was this indomitable spirit that we all got to know, you know? So I don't know that any other reason than that we would have done everything the same.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't think being born with any kind of disability of any kind, regardless of what it is any reason to not provide a life for that child. So him having a disease or any kind of special need of any kind doesn't change anything for me.
Some people could argue the opposite, that they wouldn't want to raise somebody like that.
That they wouldn't want to.
Then those people are selfish.
What was it? What?
That they wouldn't want to raise somebody like that because it's too hard on them.
You know what? I mean, I've heard lots of people talk about that, and they can make their own decisions, of course, and they do. But it's hard to raise any child, regardless of what the circumstances are. So
every child that I've raised, Jack obviously has older brothers and sisters, and they all present their own special challenges and unique challenges. Jack's challenges challenged us a little bit differently because of the debilitating nature of the disease and it being degenerative. and it took up more and more of our time later in life. But those other kids, Brandon was no piece of cake.
Yeah.
Brandon and Josh were no piece of cake.
Every child is hard to raise, doesn't matter what
Right.
they have.
Exactly. So hopefully that answers your question. As a young adult with autism, what can you do based on your experience and based on what you know and what you've come into contact with? How can you help these kids that are coming along behind you to make their lives easier so that they don't have to go through some of the same types of stereotypes and things that you've had to go through? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't really think of myself as an advocate for autistic children. This film, at first I thought it would give parents who have kids with autism hope that, you know, even though like it's much harder to raise a kid with autism, they can take a look at this and they can realize that, you know, if I was able to do this, maybe they can do something like meaningful as well and change the world.
So why wouldn't you think that that makes you an advocate?
Because I guess I am in a way.
In my opinion, and I tell your parents all the time, but in my opinion, okay, you're the epitome of advocacy for what a person with autism can achieve. The epitome of it. Today we ride in memory and celebration of my youngest boy, Jack the Beast. He was our youngest WCW. He's the youngest weasel. Danny made him a weasel and it was one of his proudest days.
You